Hi everybody. Today I continue with the basic type of Kotlin. We have number, we have float, double, etc., and how to use some of the variable. So let's start with the previous lesson. Firstly, I use a var. Var is a variable. It means that you can change the value after you define it. For example, you can change to another value, then you print to the screen that is equal to dollar. A dollar means that you show a value or a variable. Okay, so what about we have another type, var, not var, and var is value, and you can only assign one time, it like the constant. So you only can assign one time, and the second time you cannot assign it, so it is like constant. So what about the value with underscore for a very long number? We have the underscore like the point to distinguish between the value in sizes, so you can easily see the value of a long type. And L is a long. L means that this number is has a type of long, or you can assign it the value is a long type here, and not necessary because you have the L uppercase here. Then you print to the screen the credit card number. Okay, and run. So it is as a real value here. Do not show the underscore, but when you calculate you can use the underscore. What about the nullable? Nullable means that this value can be nil or null. This can be null, and you do not need to assign the value after you define it, but you must in it if you want to use or print to the screen or use it. You must assign to it a value or initialize the value to this. So if you add the value to here, a numerable in is equal to 20. Okay, and it is okay. So what about the conversion? Explicit conversion like casting. So we have an integral, and this is a value, and we have another bigger value, so we have a long type. We have a long type, and I assign to the int, so we have error because you cannot assign an int to a long type. You have to casting it or conversion or using the toString function to convert from a value to a long type. Then why it is error? Because you use the nullable, so here you must point to the question mark mean nullable, okay, or can be null. Then you print out the along. We see that we have a long and run. So okay, so this is a conversion, or it is called explicit conversion. So you can convert a string, and so it is a string. We have a question, we have a double quoted, and inside this we have a string, and I want to convert this string to a float. So I set the type is a float and call the conversion and convert to a float type using toFloat, and print out to the screen about the toFloat. Yes, so you see that the converted without double quoted is a value of float. Okay, you can do similarly with two double, and for example we have two value a and b, and I want to compare the value. I use the equal is compare to value, and if these two values has the same values, it is true. A is equal to B, or the value of A is equal to the value of B. Okay, so we use the equal sign. And we have another case. We have a Z variable is 10, and we have a1 and a2 point to the same Z, or assigned to Z, means that a1 point to Z and b1 point to Z, and the three equal compare value and memory location, and it is the same. It is the same about value and the memory location, so it is called identical, or A is identical to B. So identical means that it has the same value and the same memory location. What is about the boolean? Boolean contains a value of true or false, or 0 or 1. So we have A and B here. So A must be true and B must be true, and the result will be true. Okay, A is true, B is true. And we also have the OR. It is a OR. OR means that we have one of the two operand is true, then the value is true. So we have two operand here, and we compare using the OR, and OR. So this is a value output, and you can know about the